Some of you who look for Uma Inder on the internet, you will find that there is information about her that says that she's a psychopath, a narcissistic person who you should stay away from. And you might wonder, what is Buster and Rachel doing with somebody who's called those names? And I want to give you a little insight into what might be going on here, and then you can form your own opinion. And regardless, feel free to reach out to me, Rachel or Uma, to ask your own questions. But I want to give you my version of what I think this is about. When I first met Uma, a couple of years ago, I was of course very attracted to her energy, and so much that I stayed in touch with her. Now I'm gonna collaborate with her on this retreat. There was something about her that just made me feel very alive. Right now, my latest metaphor is like when I'm with her, I go from being a Volvo to being a Porsche. It's like there's such a heightened energy that comes through me too. But what really touched me was that she came to me as a licensed mental health counselor to ask, like, hey, there are people who call me these names and I want to figure out, are they right? What is that? Am I a sociopath? Am I narcissistic? And it was so amazing to have this individual who I was so impressed by come to me and ask me to give her an assessment. And before, or pretty soon after meeting her, it was clear that no, she's not somebody who's struggling with those kinds of mental health issues, because the kind of self-awareness that she embodies doesn't allow her to fit into a diagnostic manual. I can see that we all have narcissistic or selfish tendencies, and when we hold them within awareness, we can choose to act upon them or express what we want and so forth. Anyhow, what can I say? So no, Uma is not a sociopath. She's not somebody who's struggling with a narcissistic personality disorder, nor is a person who comes and asks those questions. Instead, I could really feel the care behind her words. Like, she really wanted to understand from where the people who were accusing her of this were coming. She wanted to really understand so that she could actually be to service to them even better. And so that touched me, because I could really feel the heart behind her action. And the other thing that has come out of those accusations or the fact that we are now collaborating. I am, after all, somebody who is working with a traumatized nervous system. I have a lot of experience working with trauma, addictions, and different kinds of mental health conditions. So I'm going to be there framing for all of you at this retreat what Uma cannot frame, because she doesn't have my background. So Uma is going to be the awareness, the light. She's going to be the love, the Shakti, it's going to wake us up. You know, I'm going to give us some maps and some tools that we can use to understand what might be happening as we're waking up with her. So we can also regulate and be present and really integrate that awakening. So in one way, the accusations have led to the necessity for her to really be understood and create a container that's safe, so people who might need more of a mental health counselor who come to her will have me there. Because so many of us who are on the path of awakening, we are going in kind of an unconventional way, but we're seeking mental health. And some of us are very mentally ill, and if you're very traumatized, it's very often to come to somebody like Uma or myself and just make them the ideal mother, the ideal parent. And something happens and then we flip, and now they become the worst mother, the worst fucking case, the sociopath, the narcissist. So my heart really goes out to those people who've put so much effort into spreading this rumor that she's a dangerous person to be around, because I can only imagine the kind of pain that they are in at the moment, fueling this rumor with money and attention and passion, you know. So I would understand that you would be a little bit suspicious, and I want to invite you to contact me or Uma directly and get your feeling. If you feel drawn to this retreat, drawn to Uma, or if you want to go with that assessment that she's sociopathic, it's completely up to you to make that assessment. But we are here, willing to hear your concerns and your questions, and we want to work with you. So be in touch. Ciao.